Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers review. Today I'm taking a look at one of the latest lines on market. This is the Transformers CYBERVERSE and we're looking at Optimus Prime. Now this is kind of a Legends 2 Deluxe size character known as Warrior class. Now on the side of the box we've got Prime, Wingblade and Bumblebee, and on the back of the box we've got Prime in both his bot and truck mode with 8 steps. This is the noble leader and he does have an Energon axe attack. On the back there we've got Decepticon Shockwave, Starscream and Bumblebee. Now these have hit UK stores slightly ahead of schedule. I intended to order these from Robot Kingdom, so if you can't find them locally then by all means put your order in with Robot Kingdom, but at the moment these are in selected Smith Toys stores for $15.99. I was going to pick up the one steps as well, but Blur and Soundwave, for example, are just straight up repaints of the RID Combiner Force, and I just couldn't justify the cost, not for straight up repaints. And here we have him out of his plastic prison. He's different. Oh dear. A little bit disappointed with the lack of articulation on him. I know this is only a small deluxe size figure, but they have kind of limited their articulation by adding these gimmicks. I think I think you're meant to fold this piece down at the back. As standard, it comes in the packaging like this. You need to fold this piece down, bend that around, and then pull the head up. And then you can kind of push the axe in. I believe the mechanism is meant to have the head kind of tucked down with the backpack like so. And then we just pull the backpack down. And that's meant to bring the blade out, I guess. I think that's how it's meant to work. It's a little bit temperamental. Face sculpt is definitely not the worst that we've seen. Quite like these bright blue windows as well. It's just a shame about the gimmick really, because I would have preferred the hand. I really have no idea how this is meant to go. It's spring-loaded. I'll show you the instructions so it's not just me. That is what we've got. It just says flip then reset to repeat action. I have no idea. There we go. But other than that, we can separate the legs. The head cannot move at all. The arms can curl inwards, but that's part of the transformation. And we can go up and down on both sides. We do have a bend on this elbow, no rotation in there though. And the hand is a fixed unit. The waist, unfortunately, again, is also a fixed unit, but we can move the legs forwards and backwards. They can come out to the side that much. There's a little bit of play in that thigh there, and we do have a bend on the knee. So it's kind of what we would expect from a Legend class figure. For a quick scale comparison, and here he is alongside some various different figures. He's definitely on the kind of smaller side of the deluxes. He's not quite Voyager size. If you take, for example, the movie line, the Studio Series, that's a deluxe, whereas at the same time so is Hot Rod, so he's definitely on the smaller side of that deluxe scale. And to get Prime transformed up, we want to pop that head down. You want to disengage this backpack section from the rear. The legs are going to tab in this waist piece. He's going to rotate around, bringing all of this to the front. You want to pop the Energon axe away so it's hidden, and then just rock these arms backwards, and they're just going to slide backwards into the chest like so. And you see there's a groove just inside that leg. That's where the axe is going to store, and then bring this tab down just to fully close off the back of the truck. And then we have Prime transformed up into his vehicle mode. And again, Scale-wise, in vehicle mode, he's definitely coming up as kind of a small deluxe, almost legend size. Actually, in vehicle mode, very much reminds me of the Transformers animated line, where they've done Prime, and you've got a McDonald's toy, which is a very similar scale to this. But the rear wheels turn, these ones do not. Front wheels turn quite nicely. It's made of a very solid plastic. I think this is kind of the next step up from Rescue Bots. I don't think these are aimed at the same audience that we got with Transformers Prime, etc. RID kind of aimed at a slightly younger audience, and I think again this is aimed at a slightly younger audience still. I think it's somewhere in between that Rescue Bots and RID, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's getting children into the transforming robots at a young age. These aren't the cheapest figures. I mean, $15.99 isn't by any means pocket money. I mean, I don't know what children earn these days. Is it like £5 a week or £5 a month? I don't know. But they can save and get one of these if they wish. I mean, it's a nice little Optimus Prime figure. I personally have no quarrels letting my youngest, who is 2, mess around with this. There's nothing that's going to fall off and he could choke on, and he's pretty careful with figures anyway. But the suggested age for these is 6+. There's no real complexity or anything like that. But my eldest, who's 9, I think he would be slightly offended if I gave these to him. He's more into the Power of the Primes line without a shadow of a doubt. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful. If you have, feel free to give it a big thumbs up, share, and of course subscribe. I will be reviewing Bumblebee and Starscream as well, and of course I will include a playlist link at the end of the video as well, which will take you through to the rest of the Cyberverse videos. Until next time, from myself and Optimus, thanks for watching. Goodbye.